Welcome back. I've got a good one for you today. Right, so we're going to do how to apply clip-ins, but then I'm also going to show you how to cut in and layer your clip-ins. First up, these are the hair extensions. These are the Luxe Volume clip-ins from Rehab London. This colour is Lauren's Locks and these are 18 inches. So this is how they come in the pack. You've got your sections here, if I just take it all out. I can find some scissors. You've got different size wefts with clips on. So that's your largest piece with four clips on there, and they're triple layered. Each weft is triple layered with this lace design, so it's super flat, which is ideal. We don't want lumps and bumps when we're wearing clip-ins. Your middle section, you get 2 of those. There's another one that's the same. Then the smaller section, and then you've got 2 of these smaller, and then you've got 4 of the single pieces. First things first, the easiest thing for you to do when you're cutting it is if your hair's straight. I'm going to run the straighteners over my own hair. And these are Cloud9 straighteners. Right, so we've got smooth hair, and I'm just going to move my mirror around a little bit because it's slightly awkward to be able to see. Right, that's better. I would always use some dry shampoo before applying clip-ins to just give your hair that little bit of extra grip. This one is kind of amazing. It's the Batiste Heavenly Volume. There isn't really like a formula you have to stick to with these. I'm going to show you the way I like to put them in, and if that's the way you like to put them in, then great. If not, you can move them around. I always start from the smaller pieces going up to the larger pieces, and then I save the single pieces for around the front of my face. You're going to get your two clip sections, and they're going to go at the bottom. So I usually start around the bottom of my ear. So create a line going across from one bottom of the ear to the other. And then you're just going to temporarily clip this top section out of the way. Then using a comb, you're going to back comb the root area where the clips are going to sit. Oh, also, nearly forgot. If you spray where you've just back combed, that acts as such a anchor for the clips to really stick into. Right, so obviously open up the clips and then push down. Actually, let me show you a back view. Here I've got my section across, the 2 back comb sections, and then the clips go downwards and then close them. Then you're going to section again, so let loose this top bit. Now I would usually go around maybe a centimetre and a half above the row you've just done. So do exactly the same technique. So back comb, spray the back comb, and then get your second 2 clip piece. Now we're going to go for the 3 clip pieces. So these are your medium size. So that's this piece. And we're going to go again, probably around a centimetre and a half above. So this time, remember, you need to back comb the middle and the end. So the end. And you'll see already, you're already starting to conceal your own hair. Second 3 clip piece, a centimetre and a half above that one. This is your last large section. Now, depending on how short or how layered your own hair is, if your hair is, oh, I chipped a nail. If your hair is short and very layered, I would suggest taking your clips as high as you possibly can without them being visible. Just because the higher the clips are, the more you're going to conceal those layers. And I think I'm going to go about, what is that? What's that? Is that 2 centimetres? That amount above that row I've just done. Now bear in mind your clips, you've now got 4 of them, so your back combing needs to be at the ends and then not in the middle but just either side of the middle. Okay, so now we have our 4 single pieces. These are almost like, I think of them like your face framing pieces. So brush your hair down. If your hair's got a little bit dented whilst you've been gripping it up, then again I would just run the straighteners over. As you've got 4, obviously it's 2 each side, if you're good at your maths. And I tend to hold them up and see where I need them. So you can see you're more than likely going to have a gap of your own hair than a chunk of extensions. So you want to fill in that gap with these. Bear in mind we're going to chop them in after, so I'd say that's where I'm going to put them underneath, so just above the ear. And then the next one went slightly above and slightly slanted towards the face. So I think when that's all layered, that's going to be perfect placement for me. So I'm going to repeat exactly the same on the other side. Right, you've got all your clip-ins in, so remember I mentioned about the root thing? A little root trick. I'm actually going to powder a root onto these front ones. I don't really mind these back ones because you're not going to see. You know, like if it's a little bit windy and if it separates here, I just think that's slightly visible, so I'm just going to powder the root onto this section and the top layer of clips. You can see what a difference that makes. Right, so now is the fun part. Well, I say fun part, it's also the scariest part because at this point it could go wrong. So I'm going to show you how to do it step by step, and it's going to take a little bit of time, but I mean, I don't know about you, but I would much rather take my time at something and know it's done right than just go in full hog and then it's ruined and then you've wasted a pack of clip-ins. So you need to get yourself one of these. This is a cut and finish hair trimmer. I just got it from Boots. You can get them. I'll just throw it on the floor. But it's basically a razor, a hair razor. So it looks like this. And either side is a sharp razor, so you do have to be careful. It's got little ridges, so it should protect your fingers, but I mean, if you're young, get an adult to help you with this. In fact, if you're young, don't even do this. Get an adult to do this. I'm going to start with the front sections. So as you probably noticed, your hairdresser would section your hair before they cut it. So I'm going to do a similar thing. So where your parting ends, I'm going to run my finger downwards and grab that hair either side. So I've got this section here, and then the same on the other side. In those sections, you're more than likely, if you place them the same way that I have, you're more than likely got your two front section pieces in there. So you've got your 4 sections on both sides. And let's start with this side. So you're almost running your fingers down, feeling where your own hair ends. So mine is around here. And you're going to really gently raise it downwards. You see, I'm taking really minimal hair each time. That's why I'm saying it's going to take a long time. So we're going to again just follow it down each time you go in, just start that little bit lower. And you should be able to see already, you've got yourself some layers, which is what we wanted. Right, so I'm quite happy with that side for now. I'm going to do exactly the same on this side. I don't know if you can view it as well on this side. You might also find, because I'm right-handed, this side's way easier to do than this side. It's like you kind of almost have to go like back on yourself, but I would still use my right hand to do it. May help when you're doing it to look straight on into a mirror and just grab sections, the same on each side, and just see if they're equal. So that one's slightly longer. What you're looking for is a real graduation, not like an instant step. So you're going to bring all of it forward now. So where you've layered your clip-ins, you've obviously got like bits of separation, so we're just going to blend that in. Now my way of doing this is to take it as one big section, do the same trick where you've got your fingers and just really gently raise it downwards, with the razor almost like a 3/4 slant like this. But you can see already you're getting that more natural finish. I can see some pieces here that need that little bit extra blending, so just take, it's all basically what you can see by this point. Just go in and visually, any bits you see that stick out, just razor them down. And now I'm pretty happy with that now. I think it's sitting like as if it's my own hair. So much better than obviously than this side. Now you're going to repeat the process all over again on the other side. So try and again keep the same level of patience, because I would just hate for you now to go in and ruin it at this late stage when it's looking amazing. So again, remember to section off this back, basically the whole half of this side of the head of the back, and go in and do the same technique again. And I think I'm pretty much done. I've got it layered around the front, it's choppy, the ends look natural, they don't look blunt or uneven. And you've done that yourself using a super cheap drugstore product. I'll put all the details of this below. So I do feel like this is a really good one for a budget buy. I think it's around, I want to say about £6, maybe a little bit more. But yeah, hopefully I've shown you that it is actually quite easy to do all this at home yourself. If you feel like this was a good way to do it, let me know. If you feel like it's a bad way to do it, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions, and I'm always up for learning new things as well. So if you have tips and tricks for me, let me know. Well, I hope you liked this video and I hope it was useful, and I'll see you very, very soon.